What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Think about it, radio. Think about it, radio. Shelton J is in the mix. Tuesday, right? September 3rd. Yeah, this year is flying by, man. What you gonna do for your new year? It's gonna be 2020. What you got planned? What you gonna do? Man, welcome to another show. Welcome to another day. Welcome to another day. Can you dig it? What's happening, good people? Thank you guys for listening, man. Old fans, appreciate you. New fans, welcome. You in for a treat. Edutainment is what I like to call it. Can you dig it? Questions, comments, concerns, you hit me up. Keep on pushing ENT@gmail.com, 281-731-0673. Get a hold of me, text messages, all that good stuff. We can get something done. Seeking your home loan on the state of Texas. I am the man to get that done for you. Can you dig it? I'm going to get all that out the way because we're going to talk about some deep stuff. Disease. Can you dig it? Deep stuff. We talk about mental, your mind frame. Mind, right? Mental issues, you know. And also I had Brandon Whitting on our title. He was going to be on the show earlier, but some things came up, and so he's not going to be on the show tonight, but that's okay, and I promise to give you guys a few minutes. And so that's what I'm going to do, give you guys a few minutes of information, and we're just going to talk a little bit, man. We're going to rapidate, since I put in the title, we're going to rapidate about mental health issues. You know, what's going on, why we don't talk about it, why we need to talk about it more, why it's important for us to talk about it. It's important for us to have those conversations with people about mental health. Well, put them in a direction, point them in a direction to get help. Let's have some understanding, right? Let's have some empathetic listening going on, right? Let's try to figure out, you know, even though we don't know what they're going through. We don't know what got them to that particular point, right? We say, oh, they crazy, oh, they throwed off, oh, something wrong with them. And you may be correct in all those things. But then now how do we help them? How do we help them maneuver through that? How do we help them get the help that they need? Right? If we know something is wrong. Or do we make fun of them? Do we laugh? Point fingers? Say they crazy? Or do we say, you know what? That person may have gone through some things that led them down this particular path. We all have. I put in the description, we all going through something. We all going through something. We all have some untreated mental issues, undiagnosed, if you will. Who's out here seeking counseling? Listeners, you know, give me in the chat box and let me know, you know, if you're seeking counseling right now for mental health issues. And if you are, has it helped you? Or has it hurt you? We're going through something. Everybody deals with something. But a lot of times we put on a nice face. We put on the nice clothes. We drive the nice cars. We listen to the nice music. We do all those nice things and we covering for what's really going on inside, smiling, looking good, but hurting on the inside. Who can you talk to? Who can you trust with your truth? Where can you go? Right? You ask yourself those questions, and then if you don't have solutions to those questions that you have, you just sit there, and it just sits there, and it doesn't go anywhere, year after year. Self-medicate, drink, drugs, sex, whatever it is. You steady do that to fill that void. Something's going on. Something's not right. Can't put my finger on it. But don't seek the help that you need. They're going to talk about me. They're going to make fun of me. Right? I'm going to feel some kind of way. If you need help, get help. But you first have to admit that you need help. And keep your support system around you. Encouragement, not discouragement. Right? Because if you're going through something, you have something on your mind, something real heavy on your heart, right? Most of the time when you sit and talk to people, you're not seeking a response from them. You're seeking just somebody, you know what? They can just listen to me for a few minutes. Let me get it off my chest. If anyone ever said that before, let me get this off my chest. There's some things on my mind. There's some things on my heart. There's some things in my head I got to get out. What's my outlet? I just want you to listen to what I'm saying, to hear me. But most of the time, what do? We throw an answer out there. We'll throw judgment out there. We'll throw our opinion out there. And they may not even ask for none of that. But we just can't help but give an opinion. based upon what something's going on in their mind, in their heart. Truth be told, all they want is just somebody to listen to them and just try to understand what they're going through, what they're dealing with. If you guys have someone in your circle that you can do that with, man, congratulations. Because there's a lot of people that don't. There's a lot of people that don't, man. There's a lot of people dealing with a lot of stuff. You know, you see all these shootings and stuff that's going on. There's a root cause behind that. Why would you just wake up in one morning and say, I want to go take someone's life? Some mental issues that were not treated, that were not talked about. Slavery. Dr. Joy DeGruy talks about that. Mental issues. No treatment. Not talked about. Matter of fact, we're going to just take this out the history books because we don't want it to look bad. We don't want history to look a certain way. Mental issues. It's true. We have to deal with them. But no, we don't want to look like nothing wrong because we busy flossing, bossing. But we losing our youth. Do you know the suicide rate for teenagers, man, for youth? Astronomically high. Suicide. You only been in this life 16, 17 years and you already want to give up? You already want to quit? You already want to stop? There's some deep mental stuff going on with that individual that even thinks that way. That me not being here is better than anything that I'm going through right now. It's that heavy. It's heavy. But what do we say? You young. You ain't got no problems. You too young to have problems. You too young to have issues. You too young to be going through something. You too young to be talking like that. Wait till life hit you, really hit you. So you mean to tell me there's more bullshit in the store? Yeah. There it goes, right? That becomes the issue. No one sits and talks to the individual and say, okay, you know what? What's going on? What's happening right now? But a lot of times, again, they can't trust you with the truth. For fear of retaliation, for fear of embarrassment, whatever it may be. Suicide, man. That's a final chapter. That's the end of the road. They didn't have nobody to talk to, no one to go to, no one to just hold them and tell them that, you know what, you do matter. You are an important piece to this life, to my life. That's the thing, man. We have people around us that are walking and just dead on the inside. Smiling, but dead on the inside. Do you ever ask anyone how you doing and really mean it? Like walk up to them, look them in the eye, shake their hand. How you doing? How's it going? How are things? How are you? We ask about surface stuff that doesn't really matter. How are you? Tell me about your day. Tell me about your life. Tell me about whatever that you would feel comfortable divulging to me. And you'd be surprised of the conversation that you can probably get started. Be surprised of what you'll find out about that individual that you didn't know. You know why? They never spoke on it because they felt like no one ever cared. No one ever cared. So why do I even want to talk about what I'm going through, what I'm dealing with, when all I'm going to get is, okay, man up, woman up, toughen up. You ain't seen nothing yet. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, right? And that's demoralizing to someone that they may not know the answer, but they may have come to you as a person that they looked up to maybe get some kind of answer, to try to get something, and you just meet them with that kind of stuff. Mental issues in the community, that's how they're dealt with a lot of times. I'm not judging the whole community, all communities, because I don't know all communities. I'm just saying that we need to get the conversation started, a serious conversation. And it can all start with what I just said. How are you? How's it going? You feel all right? Simple stuff. It's not the big stuff that matters. It's the small things that add up. And then you're dealing with someone with mental issues and things that they're dealing with. It's the small things that add up and they don't feel like it's getting better. And then it piles on, and then it piles on, and then it piles on. And then life never lets up on them. And no one is there to tell them that it's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. We're stronger than this. Whatever you go through, you're stronger than this. You will beat this. You will overcome this. We are overcomers. Look what we've already gone through and come through and made it through. We'll make it through this. Encouragement, over discouragement, over agreement. Baby steps. They count. They count. Starts with a conversation, good people. And this is not me sitting reprimanding anyone or pointing fingers at anyone or talking down to anyone. This is me just simply saying it's time we have that conversation. Whether you're dealing with PTSD, whether you're dealing with anxiety, whether you're dealing with depression, whether you're dealing with anger, whatever you're dealing with, go see someone about it. Seek professional help. If you're dealing with those things, you don't have to go through alone. And then seek out a support system that's going to be there to support you and hold you accountable. In love. Not accountable in correction. Not accountable in putting down. Not accountable in just, degrading. No, accountable in love. That circle of accountability. You have to get one. Right? That's just my opinion about it, man. And another thing, man, I'm talking about mental health issues and stuff like that, man. Miss Sales, thank you so much for listening. So true. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. 25K credit repair, man. She's on top of her game, man. You guys need to get with her, man. Drop your link, man. That way I can share it with the people. Thank you so much for listening. But I do want to talk about, another thing. We talk about mental issues, right? When I'm talking about mental. How crazy is it for us to keep calling each other niggas? I mean, I just want to know. I mean, because we talking about mental issues. We talking about in the community and stuff like that. And we walk around and call each other the N-word. We call each other B. We call each other hoe. We call each other all those things. And we smiling and grinning and talking to each other. How many the white people you guys around, they say, what's up, honky? What's up, Mr. Wood? What's up, Pecker Wood? What's up? I mean, do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that at all? I mean, do you see any of those people? You see any eggs? What's up, Slant Eye? What's up, man? Yellow? What's up, man? What's going on, Mr. Ching? Are you see them going around talking to each other like that? Using those kind of terms with each other? Why do we use them? But then we say, oh, well, we took it and we flipped it and we made it this, and then get mad when somebody else says it or whatever. That's crazy. That's psychotic. That's mental, right? Because like I said, as I said before in one of my shows, if you keep using that word, that's all you're going to see. You're going to see another N-word. You're going to see another N-word. Okay, that's all, because that's all you're going to see. But then if someone else says it, then you can't get mad about it, right? So why would you take a word that has so much hate, so much negativity attached to it? Why would you take that word and take an ownership of that? You can't turn hate into love. You can't take bad into good. That's a mental issue. That is something going on mentality. That is something wrong. To keep saying that and then defend that word and then have a great conversation. It may be some great dialogue to defend your rationale for saying that word. Listen to most of the music right now. They'll let you say N-word, but certain words they won't let you say. But you can call yourself an N-word all day long, not a problem. And then we steady use that word and we steady act that way. You can't grow that way. Kings, queens, that's what we are. Read the history books. Know what your history is. Not what the school tell you. Go beyond what the school tell you. Go beyond what the school tell you and learn who you are. And then you start greeting one another in that way that you know who you are, how you're supposed to be, because now you see that. You see a king. You see a queen. You see a brother. You see a sister. You dig what I'm saying? You see those things because you're putting yourself in that mindset. You're training yourself. Matter of fact, try this. Try this little, exercise, if you will. If you or anyone else says that N-word, right? Challenge them to not say it. Watch how hard it is for them to not say that one stinking ass word. It's hard. It's hard for them. Just watch. All my listeners, I would love for you guys to do that, man. I would love for you guys to do that. Look and just look at their response. And then see what kind of conversation it is. Kind of engage, kind of get back and see, what kind of conversation they're going to have with you, what kind of dialogue will take place once you challenge them on that word. And then what kind of facts, where they try to throw your way to rationalize them saying that particular word. I've said the word. Man. In my past and all that kind of stuff as well, and it's like you have to make a conscious decision to say, you know what, I'm not going to use that with my brother, my sister.